Hi, it's Chris Murphy, U.S. Senator from Connecticut. I want to congratulate the National Conference for Community and Justice for your 90th anniversary, and I want to specifically congratulate this year's awardees. Andrea, you've done a fantastic job as the Executive Director in Connecticut, and you've picked some great awardees, and I'm just sorry I can't be there with you in person. Boy, you're doing really, really important work trying to root out bias and bullying in our schools, giving students and teachers and parents the tools that they need to do that work on their own. And you know, it's personal for me. You know, now as the parent of a 8-year-old, a second grader, and a 5-year-old, a preschool student, you know, I know that you know, kids come to school, they're born into this world pure of mind and pure of heart, but if they're not exposed to the right kind of environment when it comes to diversity, when it comes to learning about people that may look differently than you or may come from different backgrounds, well, then some pretty backward programming can get hardwired into a kid's brain. And so getting to kids, getting to families early, it's really, really important. And you inspire me to do a lot of work here in Washington to provide the backbone for the education, the training, and the skills that you're out there putting into the community. As many of you may know, I was the author of the civil rights provisions in the new version of No Child Left Behind, the new version of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. That portion of the law commands schools to pay attention to how kids are performing who are Black or Hispanic, how children with learning disabilities are performing as compared to their peers, to set goals for those kids, and then to have turnaround plans if those populations of children are not meeting those goals. You know, the federal government is involved in education policy because we care about civil rights, right? That's why the federal government got involved in local education back in the 1950s and the 1960s. And it's frankly why we remain committed to local education today, because, well, some people would like to think we live in a post-racial world. We do not. In our state of Connecticut, which we like to think of as a pretty progressive state, you know, Black students who commit an offense in school are twice as likely to get suspended for that offense as a white student. Same act of misconduct, same misbehavior, very different results. So we know that whether it's conscious or more often subconscious, racism still exists in our schools. And so the work that you're doing to root it out, to stop it from rearing its ugly head, it's just as important as it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or 40 years ago. So congratulations on 90 years. Congratulations to this year's awardees. I really look forward to continuing to be in a dialogue with you as to how I can help support your work. Look forward to working with you. Thanks.